Social media in the B2B space is completely different than what you see in the B2C space. It's highly targeted, it's not mass market, and it's just a little more complicated to stay relevant with the people that you need to stay in front of than in a consumer facing space. So let's talk a little bit about what your B2B social media strategy looks like, how to develop it, how to create success, and what to do if what you're doing isn't working. This is such an important topic that a lot of marketers and business owners get into the B2B space not knowing a lot about. So I'm excited to uncover some of the truths about social media and a B2B world and share some of the insights that we've learned in our decade plus of working in this space. I'm Courtney Gulster, digital entrepreneur, agency owner, and marketing guru, and I am here to share with you how you can scale your professional services or B2B business in a way that makes sense to support the sales process. So let's talk a little more about what social media marketing looks like. In reality, social media marketing is so different for every single business that we work with. We can work with 5 businesses in the same space, same industry, and their marketing strategy, their social marketing strategy specifically, is going to look a lot different. But there are a few things that remain the same across 95% of the businesses that we work with. So let's dive into what brings these strategies together, how we evaluate success, and what it looks like if you're just not seeing results. So the first thing to remember is that there is no, that marketing is not a science, it is an art. And sometimes you have to play with your medium a little bit before you get the exact results that you're looking for. Foundationally, with any professional service firm and any B2B firm, we always start with LinkedIn. That is our bread and butter as an agency. It is the number one service that people come to us for. So obviously it's a big component of what we do and a big piece of what we recommend to our clients. But it's also a very effective way and becoming more and more effective, especially post-COVID, for staying relevant in a professional environment. So LinkedIn is always a non-negotiable. The other tactics or platforms that we loop in with that really depend on the business and what their goals are. For some of our clients, it's really important to just have a presence online, in which case we might just duplicate content across a lot of platforms. For some of our clients, they have a specific community that they've built on particular platforms. And so we'll really lean heavily into more personalized content on those platforms than we do on others. For some of our clients, they have compliance regulations, and so they can only be active on certain platforms. So that strategy really varies depending on what space we are looking to grow in and what the long-term goals are. But we always start with LinkedIn. We have certain clients that are very, very active in video. And so we will oftentimes say, okay, if you're creating this video, let's figure out how we can maximize it across different networks. So we may actually create video specifically for Reels or TikTok or YouTube, and then pull that and multi-purpose it for LinkedIn. The content strategy may not be primarily focused on LinkedIn, but our strategy always includes LinkedIn. So again, like thinking about who you're marketing to, which is a big content concept for thinking about who you're marketing to is really important, and understanding where they're active online and really digging into that. If you're not sure where your clients are active online, then it's time to do some testing and see what's effective for you. I mean, I think intuitively most marketers and business owners know what platforms their people are active on. And if they want to expand beyond that, it might make sense to try 1 or 2 other platforms. But the reality is that with any type of social media platform, you're only going to see success if you invest time and energy into it. So you can't say, oh, I really want to test out TikTok. That's a big one right now. Really want to test that out, but I don't want to invest the time into a liking and commenting strategy because I don't know if it's going to be effective for me. You're still not going to know if you don't do those things, whether or not it's effective for you if you don't invest the time and energy into doing them. So if you're going to commit to being active on new networks and you want those networks to produce for you, you need to commit to being active. And what I mean by that is you need to have a posting strategy. That's always the foundation of your engagement on LinkedIn, right? You have to have your own content that's going out there, but you also need to have an engagement strategy for other people's content. That is how you create visibility for yourself. That's how you start getting people to engage back with you. So you need to know how frequently and how you're going to like and comment and engage on other people's content. Follow them, connect with them, whatever that platform offers. It's different on LinkedIn versus Facebook versus TikTok. But you need to have a strategy for that. And you need to understand that there is a time commitment that goes along with that. I always recommend for our clients that are doing this themselves that they plan for at least 30 minutes a day of engagement. And ideally, at least 10 to 15 minutes per platform per day. So if you think about that and you're being active on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, that's 4 separate channels, plus or minus any others that you're on. That's an hour and 20 minutes, potentially, of engagement time every single day. So to create that really robust strategy. Now, of course, you can scale that up or down. I know people who pay a VA to be active on their accounts for 8 hours out of the day. I know people who spend 20 minutes twice a week, and they both have different strategies for how they're approaching social media marketing, but they are working that based on their budget, their bandwidth, and their goals. So kind of creating that balance between how much you have to spend, be that energy, time, or money, and what you want to achieve with your engagement on social media. But know that a good social media strategy is only going to be effective if you are also engaging with other people's content. And a lot of people, that's where they fail on social media in the B2B space. So you need to commit to engaging, you need to commit to growing the network, and you need to commit to creating good content. I work with a lot of people who get into social media marketing and think that any content is good content, kind of that old 2015, 2016 strategy of just putting something out is better than nothing. And today it's really, especially in the B2B space or professional services space, you need to have valuable consumable content. So if you are just providing the same content over and over again, and you're not really providing any value, be that in the form of tips or life advice or vulnerability or personal updates or behind the scenes content, it's going to be very hard for you to create a following because you're not providing anything that they can't find somewhere else. So by getting a little bit more focused on the type of content you're producing and providing something that is valuable either in supporting what they have going on in their life or their work or their business, you can create a stronger relationship through a screen. And relationships are what sell in this space. So building those relationships is really important. So if you are looking for a couple of takeaways from this very quick video, it's that social media is important in B2B, but you need to be quite a bit more strategic than the B2C space because a lot of times in B2C, you are hitting a very, very wide market, and it's about the volume of content you put out more so than the quality of the content that you put out. In the B2B space, it's certainly quality over quantity, but you need to have a regular posting schedule that you are defining and staying consistent with. But then you also need to really focus in on how you can build relationships by engaging with other people because that's what social media is about. It's about being social. I hope that's super helpful for you guys today. I hope that you subscribe to the Amplify Network, and I will see you again soon. Have a great day.